Okay, so we live in this world that's just obsessed with being seen, right? But today, we're going to talk about a totally different path to success. It's a powerful one, and it's found, believe it or not, in the quiet.
So right away, you can see this stark contrast. It's like two different mindsets. On one side, you've got what pretty much everyone is chasing. The applause, the followers, the nonstop attention. But then look at the other side. Just one thing, the work. That's it. And this is where we meet our main character, Arjun. He's the guy who chose that path.
And let's be real for a second. Our world absolutely rewards that first path, doesn't it? I mean, you feel this pressure to always be on, to be performing, to tweet your progress, to build a brand before you've even, built the actual thing. It's just so loud all the time.
Okay, so this is where the story gets really interesting. Faced with all that noise, all that pressure, Arjun does something, well, it's pretty radical. He doesn't lean in. He does the exact opposite. He turns away from all of it. He chooses an empty room.
So, what does that even mean, a choice for silence? It's way more than just, finding a quiet corner in a library. It's a whole philosophy. It's about deliberately getting rid of the very things everyone else tells you are absolutely essential to succeed.
And you can see what that silence looks like right here. It's an active choice. No applause, no audience. He wasn't just trying to avoid a few notifications. No, he was systematically dismantling the whole need for outside approval. What was left? Just him and his work. That's it.
This is the key takeaway, really. The empty room isn't a literal room with four walls. It's a headspace. Think of it like building a mental fortress, a space where the only opinion that matters is your own, and the only target on the wall is making the work as good as it can possibly be.
All right, so if the empty room is the mindset, what's the actual game plan? This next part is all about the blueprint, the real how-to. It's one thing to say you're going to work in silence, but how do you, actually build something amazing that way? Let's dig in.
And wow, this really shows you what the grind actually looks like, doesn't it? This isn't some cool, fast-paced movie montage. It's slow. It's quiet. Look at this timeline. Night 1, the beginning. Then 12 weeks in, still alone. Then 6 months, deep into it, and nobody even knows he's doing it. That's the secret sauce right there. Consistency. Even when that first burst of excitement is long gone.
I mean, just let that sink in for a second. No one noticed. And no one needed to. The work wasn't a performance for some audience out there. Its value had nothing to do with getting likes or shares. The effort was the point. The reward was doing the work.
So how can we actually use this? How do you build your own architecture? Well, it seems to boil down to these 3 steps. First, you isolate the task. Get super clear on what you're doing. Second, and this is the hard part, you eliminate the audience. You have to consciously decide you're not looking for claps on the back. And finally, number 3, you just do the work. You let that be your entire world. Okay, but what's the end game here? I mean, after all that silence, something's got to happen, right? Well, this is the turning point. This is when all that quiet, invisible work starts to make a very, very loud noise.
Just months. Seriously, think about that word. Not days, not weeks, months. A huge, long stretch of time with absolutely nothing but quiet, focused work. No pats on the back, no comments, no audience. Just showing up day after day. And then it happens. After all that quiet dedication, the change isn't slow. It's not a gradual trickle. It's sudden. Bam! It's like a tidal wave. All that work that was happening under the surface just explodes into view, seemingly from nowhere. And get this, the very room that he worked so hard to keep empty, it's suddenly filled with noise. But here's the twist. It's not the noise he was avoiding. It's not people clapping or telling him how great he is. It's the noise of the results. The work itself was so good, so powerful, that it created its own thunder. It was simply too good to ignore.
And this really just sums up the whole paradox, doesn't it? The process was silence. The outcome was noise. He put in so much deep, focused effort that the result itself demanded attention. He never chased the noise. The work became the noise.
So, what's the big lesson here? What's the wisdom in Arjun's story that we can take with us? Well, it all boils down to something really simple: listening.
Of course, when something this big and impressive just appears,
Everybody wants to know the secret sauce, right? What's the hack? What's the shortcut? How did he do it?
And his answer, it's just so simple, but so deep. There's no 10-step plan, no secret productivity app. He just says, I listened to silence and worked. That's it. He tuned everything else out and just did the two things that mattered.
But listening to silence isn't passive. It's a very active thing. It means you're actively tuning out the noise so you can find some clarity inside. It means you let the work itself tell you what to do next, not what you think an audience wants to see. And maybe the biggest part, it's about trusting the process, trusting that if you just do the work, the results will take care of themselves.
So I guess that leaves us all with a pretty big question to think about. In this world that is just screaming for our attention 24/7, what could you achieve? What amazing thing could you build, or what problem could you solve if you just gave yourself the permission to find that empty room and just listen to the silence?